Now that we've learned how to sail a boat by taking ASA 101.
Perfect. Lindy, you notice that right there?
ASA 103. And ASA 104. The wind is so intense. Woo! We need to learn where we're going. So we're taking ASA 105, but it's pretty boring just having videos of looking at maps. Houston, we have a problem. So I want to show you what we've been doing in the meantime. South Coast Sailing Adventures has given us the opportunity to go on a skipper skill building course for free, and we got to take out a boat by ourselves. We're doing it! Woohoo! And we also had time to do a little sightseeing. We are the McKays. We plan on traveling to 100 islands with our niece, but
we don't have a boat yet.
We're headed to a skipper lesson that comes for free as part of our ASA certification. Our skipper building was with Captain Dave.
It's easy to remember our names because Lindy, Windy, and then there's a lot of dust in the wind. So.
Hey, you guys got this. Great. It's going to be a light wind day. Have you seen the forecast?
Before heading out, we went over a few things.
All by request. There's no itinerary here. Anything you don't feel really solid on, we'll go out and practice. Okay? We're about to set up a sailing drill using these two markers here.
Like when we go up into the wind, we'll tack, but when we come back, we'll jive.
It's a sailing drill, and that's what we're about to do.
We're here on Galveston Bay at our skipper course, but there is a problem.
There is not very much wind. I honestly don't even know if we're going forward anymore.
Yeah, we are. Look at now we're going to demonstrate.
But Captain Dave tried to teach us anyway.
That'll tell you why we have to center the main. So Dustin, if you start a nice slow turn this way.
Into the wind.
Now watch what happens. We wouldn't do this in high winds, but we're going to do this in light winds. Watch when the wind gets behind the mainsail. Watch it. Here it comes. In high winds, this can be really violent. Here, oh my Lord! Look at that. That was an accidental jibe.
And so we gave up on the wind and left sailing for another day. Today, this is the first time that we are taking out a boat by ourselves. Well, we're not by ourselves, but we don't have an instructor. So my friend from high school, she's not from my high school. She's from my children's choir, which I loved even more than high school. So I don't know why I said that. Is putting her life in my hands, which is pretty intimidating, but I think we'll be okay. What do you think?
I think we'll be fine. I'm glad that we're only going in 10 feet of water, but I did just call my daughter and let her know how to access the wheel, just in case.
Fire extinguisher.
We went through the checklist.
Yeah, it's right there.
And headed out of the marina. We're doing it! Woohoo! We're a little bit diagonal, and so that is called heeling. It's because the wind is actually pushing the sails off to the side. It's really weird to be the teacher instead of the student. Like to be out here with people who I actually know more than them, because I've usually been the idiot in the situation. How do you feel, Karen?
Kind of really excited.
Oh my gosh! That's so scary. But all too soon, we headed back. What do you think, Karen?
I'm going to pull it back just a little bit, guys, so that we're in a good position.
And now she's going to take us to a true Texan steakhouse.
It's delicious.
I'm pretty excited.
There are not many states where you can decorate your entire house with just the flag of that state and armadillos, but in Texas you can.
They even have stars on their chairs. I love it. This is my first time having beer bread, and it's actually really good. But we didn't spend our entire time in Houston sailing and eating. Today is our day off. There's no sailing for us today, so we are headed to the Space Center. I have always wanted to go to the Space Center because during the kids shows on TV, they would always show how, like, if you won this contest, you'd be sent to the Space Center. And so I feel like it's like this privilege to go to such an amazing place, and so I've always wanted to go. We are waiting for an Uber. It turns out that Ubers are cheaper than renting a car, which is kind of convenient because then you also have a driver who actually knows where they're going, which is always a plus. I am really wishing my kids were right here right now. They would be loving this so much. That was a training facility, and inside of there you saw mock-ups of everything that's going to Mars and the places like and the things that they're going to use to go onto the moon. It was so cool. And you also saw robots that have actually helped in medical like rescue missions.
On to the left-hand side, heaviest and most powerful rocket.
Come on in, see the big rocket. Keep coming, people behind you.
So you're a volunteer here, and
Yes.
sometimes people are really cynical. They're like, why are we spending so much money to get to Mars when there's all these problems here on Earth?
Well, that's a great question. If you look at the technology and all the benefits that the mankind has had a return on from the space program, everything from medicines to new technology, your cell phone. Without the space program, we don't have this. We don't have all the modern electronics and computers that help, like the MRI and the CT scans. Those are all a result of the space program. The technology that was developed to fly the rockets ended up helping develop all the technology we have today. So the penny on the dollar return is like every penny spent is about $2.50 in technology return.
I love it.
Love it?
I am sitting in the chair that Queen Elizabeth sat in when she watched Mission Control do their job. So I feel very English right now.
It's not a reusable rocket. You cannot use it again.
This is one small step. Just kidding. I have to say, I am so excited for us to go back to the moon, to stay, for it to be a jumping point off to go to Mars. I think it's just so amazing. It blows my mind and gives me chills. I love it. I think I have too small hands to do this. Now I need to find some hand sanitizer. We are in a replica of the actual space station. And when I walked in, this guy freaked me out. I was not expecting to see a floating body here on Earth. But anyway, I wish my kids were here with me because they love outer space and the space station, and I'm geeking out. This is awesome. I have to admit, my favorite astronaut is Chris Hadfield because he's Canadian. This week we're going to take the coastal navigation class, and when we had admitted that we hadn't read these books, well, actually they gave these books to us the day that we arrived here in Texas, and And when they realized that we knew nothing, they were kind of concerned, and they tried to put our dates back a little bit, but then we wouldn't have Captain Craig as our teacher. And we wouldn't really wanted Captain Craig as our teacher. So we were doing this in just a couple of days, but there's so much to learn. And yeah, I'm a little intimidated. So tomorrow we are going to do our 105 class, and we are woefully unprepared.
It's like they gave us the textbook for an entire semester of math class, and they're like, okay, you've got to study this entire textbook. Now, they did tell us it would have taken 40 hours of studying. We just didn't have 40 hours to study. We have 8. So there is that.
Yeah. We decided if we're going to spend the day studying, that we might as well have fun doing it. Well, I mean, as much fun as you can have while studying. So we're gonna go to Galveston and go eat breakfast at like Pancake House or something, and then yeah, find a beautiful spot to lay out all our maps and rulers and figure out how to use them. Okay, so this is our plan. We're going to check out Galveston on the Strand, I guess is what it's called. And every time we finish a chapter of this really horrible book that talks about coastal navigation, then we're going to go walk and check out Galveston for 15 minutes, and then we're going to read another chapter. And maybe we can actually pass this class and learn something. Well, we didn't get much done, but I think it's time to head home. That night, we tried to read more.
It may be determined by a combination of 2 or more of the following items: your dead reckoning useless plot, visual bearings, GPS or LORAN positions, which don't even exist anymore, navigational aids, radar ranges, bearings and identities, and depth readings, because that's a great way to navigate. How deep is it? 8 feet. Oh, I know where I am.
We are back in the classrooms to learn 105 coastal navigation. We had Captain Craig as our teacher again.
Now, what is this compass inside?
Magnetic.
The amazing Captain Craig made visual aids to help us grasp concepts.
What direction is it pointing?
Can't read it. 290?
Yeah,
About
sure.
290.
Let's see.
Okay, about 290. So let's put your phone near it. Do you think that might be of concern if you're out there navigating?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I saw the 5-pointed star, and I assumed it's because we were in Texas that they put a 5-pointed star to know north. Like a compass, the pretty compass rose has 4 points.
If I'm right here, what would my bearing be to the oil pipeline?
Because we have so much to learn, we took a break for lunch, but we got lunch to go.
This is so good.
Nautical miles. So then I go here, 5, and then I just...
Lindy, what is our boat speed?
We just spent all day learning coastal navigation, and my brain is fried, but now I have to go home and study because I still don't understand it completely. And this is coming from someone who got A's in math in college, so. We are like 2 minutes away from taking a 5-hour long test that has, if you just mess up a little bit, all of these questions can be wrong. And so I am very intimidated, and if I don't pass, then I might not even show this video. I don't know. Anyway, but then also there's just all of these little things that I have to memorize, and I'm a little freaked out, and So yeah, comfort food. It's always good.
So I'm not worried about passing or failing the test. Me and Lindy agreed that whoever gets the highest mark gets a new iPhone. And if any of us fail, we have to get waxed. There's a waxing place across the state. No. We never specified what gets waxed, but something's getting waxed.
I have been doing this for hours now, and if I pass, it'll be a miracle. Absolute miracle. Dustin finished the test way before me, so while he's waiting for me to finish the test, he's getting a Thai massage across the street. Not cool.
All right, so we've completed the exams. I'm going to pass them out, and don't share your results with anyone just yet. That's your score.
Did you see my score?
No.
We're going to keep Wendy's to the last. There you go. And Wendy.
Yeah.
Did you pass?
Congratulations.
I passed.
What'd you get?
91.
Oh, you get the new phone!
Yeah.
Damn it!
I got better than him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I got 90.
All right, well, everyone,
Are you
congratulations.
getting a massage or a waxing?
No bikini that waxing. Congratulations. Everyone did very, very well.
I am shocked.
Now,
By some miracle, I passed the 105 test, and now I know so much information that hopefully I will never have to use because I will have GPS. Join us next week when we actually sail catamaran in ASA 114.
And someone can tail the